Hey, good morning. It is Tuesday the 4th. I am still in Princeton, Minnesota after dropping a load off yesterday. If you guys saw my Facebook post just a little bit ago, Opie just dropped a load in this parking lot. It was hilarious. I decided to take him for give him a little exercise, and we're just walking up and down the parking lot here. This looks like a old grocery store that's closed down. I say old, it doesn't look that old. It's brick.
Turn right on Northland Drive.
GPS thinks I'm driving, I guess. I don't know. It's ready for me to go. But anyway, across this parking lot right over there is a McDonald's, and then a combination coffee shop and Einstein Bagelry, and then right behind me is a Quick Trip, not QT, KT, KWIKTRIP, Quick Trip. It's the I guess it's the home company's like over in Wisconsin or something. Anyway, real nice folks. But I'm sitting in this parking lot. Got here yesterday afternoon after I unloaded. Put in my empty call and started waiting on a load, and waited on a load and waited some more on a load. Finally got to be around 5 o'clock yesterday evening, and I figured I ain't getting one. So I cooked something for dinner. Opie and I went on a little walk last night. And then it looked like all the high school kids, which the high school's just like right across the street over there. I know school's not in session right now, but it looked like all the high school kids started congregating in this parking lot, and they stayed till about 1 in the morning. Which, man, that doesn't, I mean, it didn't bother me a bit. Man, that's what high school kids do, you know. At least they were here and congregating with each other, you know, and just having a good time in the parking lot. I didn't smell any pot, didn't see one bit of drinking going on, nothing. I mean, these kids, they act good. Yeah, I mean, they were loud, and yeah, they were revving their motors, and, you know, and there was boys and girls, and they're hee-hawing and just having a good time, you know. But that's what kids do. And there's an older flatbed Freightliner with a flatbed on it sitting right here next to me. It was here when I got here, not long after I parked yesterday afternoon. Old Peterbilt showed up with a flatbed on it. He parked on that side of me. He woke up this morning and took off, left. He must have got a load somewhere. He was out of Wisconsin. So, but hey, you know, waiting on a load like this, it happens sometimes. That's just part of truck driving. You know, sometimes you'll get sent to places with a load, and you drop it off, and there's not a load immediately available for you to pick up somewhere. So sometimes you just got to sit and wait. Fortunately, Melton has a mechanism in place called layover pay that kind of helps out with those times. Which, you know, and the way that works is after you set for 24 hours, they start paying you a set rate per day, and then after the second day it goes up. If you set for 2 days, you get, I think it's like, and don't quote me, I can't remember, it's like $50 or something like that for the first 24 hours you set, and then if you set for 2 days it goes up to $75, but if you set for 2 days they automatically pay you $75 for the first day also. something like that. I don't know. I was told once and just kind of thought, oh yeah, well, it is what it is, and I'll find out when I get my check, which I'm not too concerned about it. You know, it is what it is. I am looking forward to going home next week. 1 week from today. 1 week from today, Jamie is delivering her baby. They're going to induce 1 week from last night. She's going to check in the hospital next Monday night, and they're going to start inducing labor. And you know, the poor girl, she's had a rough pregnancy, and I'm ready for her to get to the fun stuff of actually having the baby in her arms. She's earned it. She's earned every bit of it. Of course, I'm partial to my kids. What parent wouldn't be? Anyway, so get to be home next week. Hopefully I get a couple of really good loads this week that I'd like to get about 3,000 miles this week. A couple of weeks ago I got 3,000 miles and had an awesome paycheck. I mean, it was just off the charts awesome. More money than I've ever made in my life. Awesome. So anyway, just thought I'd check in, and you know, I've noticed a trend that I'm starting to get more relaxed, and means my eating has gone to shit. So I've got to start watching what I stick in my mouth. Because there for a while I was doing pretty good. I'd lost about 10-15 pounds. And I know with the summer coming up, it'll take care of itself. But I got to start watching what I put in my mouth. I'm doing stupid shit like this little Quick Trip right here behind me. I went in yesterday to get a Gatorade, Powerade, whatever it was I got, and I noticed they have a little bakery section, and they had fresh baked homemade brownies with this really thick chocolate icing on them, and that had walnuts baked into them. Oh yeah, I bought one, and I ate it, and it was fucking awesome. Man, it was awesome. So, you know, I gotta watch shit like that. I don't need stuff like that. They also have little cups of fruit, you know, but the sad part about it was the brownie was like $1.50, and the little small cup of fruit that they have over in their cooler section was like $3. So obviously, you know, if I want something sweet, I need to pony up the money and get something better than processed sugar, and get natural sugars instead of that processed shit. But anyway, it's just a little change that I'm gonna have to make, willing to make. You know, my keto journey was very good to me. It took me a year and a lot of hard work, a lot of gym time, and I'll tell you what, that's one thing I do miss is going to the gym and having Jaime breathing down my neck. Man, that guy is, I can't say enough good stuff about Jaime and Phoenix and I'm just so proud of that guy. You know, he did things for me that I never thought I could accomplish. You know, state record masters weightlifting record holder. Never thought I'd accomplish that. But I'll get back to it. You know, as I move up the ladder with Melton, which I will get back to weightlifting and have some more fun with it. You know, I really, really enjoyed weightlifting. It was hard work, but man, it was awesome, and I miss it. So, but, oh, a funny thing happened yesterday. I was sitting waiting to unload, and I was like, I don't know, third or fourth in line. There's a line of trucks. Some of you saw a picture on Facebook yesterday, and there was a distillery that I was parked in front of. And I saw all these box trucks come in, back up. They're there 10, 15 minutes, and they'd pull out. This one old man truck driver, I mean, I saw him come in from the other direction, pulled in on the street, backed up into their lot, right up to their unloading door, set in his truck, pulled out a little bit, went back, shut the doors to his trailer, got back in his truck, pulled out to the street, and pointed at me and said, "Move." Thought to myself, how rude. You know, all you gotta do is ask. Man, I don't have a problem moving for somebody. I would certainly, if I couldn't get out, I'd certainly want someone to help me out and move a little bit so I could get my truck and trailer around them. But the funny thing about it was he had plenty of room. There was plenty of room for him to pull out and go around me. But he refused to do it because he wanted to prove to somebody that he could make me move. So I got out of my truck. I walked up to his door. He goes, "You either fucking move or I'm calling the cops." He goes, "You're impeding traffic." I said, "Buddy," I said, "you call the cops. I don't care." I said, "I watched you pull in and I watched you getting ready to come out, and I said, you had plenty of room when you started this." I said, "Now you're nosed up to my truck, trying to be a dick." He goes, "Are you gonna move?" I mean, he was just going on and on and on. He goes, "I'm calling the cops." I said, "Call them." I said, I will happily. By this time, 3 or 4 other truck drivers had come out there, and they were all standing around listening to the conversation. And I told him, I said, "I will happily back up, but you don't have to be a dick about it. You can be nice." And he kept bitching. Finally, I'd had enough. I wasn't willing to listen anymore. And I looked at him. I said, "You sound just like an old woman bitching." I said, "You need to fucking grow up." And I went and got in my truck and I backed up for him. But I think I got my point across. He was a dick. I moved. It was better for me to move and end it right there than to create a scene and get more people involved, and it's just not something anybody needed. You know, I was in control of it, and I ended it. And I'm sure he's still thinking about it. I'm sure he doesn't feel good about himself. If he does, he shouldn't. So the moral to the story: just be nice. Just be nice to people. You know, I see so many hateful truck drivers and hear them on the CB all the time. They're just hateful to one another. And it's just baffling to me as to why. I mean, we're all out here trying to make money. We all share the same roads. None of these roads got any of these truck drivers' names on them. So they don't own them damn roads. The cities, states, county government, federal government, they own the roads. We the people, the taxpayers, own the roads. And we all got to use them. just be nice. Just fucking be nice. It requires very little effort. Anyway, hope you all having a good day. It's nice. It's 69 degrees here right now at 9 o'clock in the morning. Princeton, Minnesota. I've been in a lot worse places. Everybody here that I've come in contact with is nice. Except for that asshole yesterday. I don't think he was from around here. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Bye.